Hey, you guys. Good evening. If you are a blended family, you can relate to what I'm about to share, okay? There comes a time when you want to be more amicable with the other parent, okay? Now, I'm talking about women, as women, right? However, with that comfort sometimes comes intrusion, right? Because sometimes people feel because you've invited them into your home and, we're good and, we're amicable, we can have a conversation, right? They feel that now they have permission to be intrusive. Blending a family is already challenging, right? Personalities, whatever the case may be, so if you have a blended family or you are planning to marry somebody and they have children or what have you, you'll come to this crossroad. Okay. And so I had to, sometimes you don't want confrontation, right? Sometimes you don't want confrontation. And so you just kind of let things go. Now, that doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're on. That doesn't matter if you're the wife. That doesn't matter if you are, the child's mom, the child's dad. Wherever in the equation you find yourself, it's always a little challenging to deal with when we're talking about blended families. Especially if the mother or father or whatever, in this case, I'm going to say the mother, has been a little less than pleasing to deal with. Okay, I'll just put it that way. And you guys come to you guys come to a point where, you're amicable, right? And there's going to be a time where confrontation is necessary. And I've thought that confrontation was bad. I never wanted to, be combative or anything like that. I don't do arguing with females. I don't do that, right? But ladies, during the blending process or sometime during the blending process, a confrontation is going to have to be made, right? And so I had to be the one to confront a situation. I didn't want my husband to handle it. I decided to handle the situation myself. And that's where I'm talking about confrontation. And I believe it's all about how you present things to people. I believe that you can talk to anybody and come to a adult-like agreement. So I had to, confront this person. Not, I didn't accost them in any way, but it was just like, hey, and you have to let them know very emphatically where you stand and how you feel, because sometimes women can be very crass. They can be very intrusive, especially if they feel like you've let your guard down in your home. Ladies, during the blending process, never let your guard down. Always dig your feet in 10 toes deep when you're blending, because if a weakness is spotted, that weakness is going to be tried. Not saying that you have to, say, well, I'm the HNIC around here, I'm Queen B around, not any of that, but just in a way to where it's known where you stand. Right. And sometimes, you may not be able to do that for whatever reason at the beginning. But trust and believe during this blending process, there's going to become a time where you're going to have to stand your ground as the wife and without the husband. Right. And sometimes you have to handle things, before it even gets to your husband. And sometimes it's not even worth including him in. This particular situation that I'm talking about, I didn't feel it necessary to include my husband because I can handle it myself. Right. Because I had the feelings, I had the thought. And what I was not going to do and what I'm not going to do is just allow my feelings and my emotions to fester. It's not good for me. It's not good for my home. right? And it's not good for the type of relationships that we're trying to have during, having a blended family. So I just wanted to encourage any wives that are going through the blending process. If you know any wives that are going through the blending process, forward this video to them. Share this video with them. You are not alone. It's okay to have your feelings. It is not okay to, be disrespected, to be intruded upon. That's not okay at all. It's not okay to not allow your thoughts and your feelings to be heard and expressed. You owe that to yourself. Don't sit there and allow, people to invade your privacy or, disrespect you in any way. There's always a way to handle things, and confrontation always brings about resolution of some sort. She was very receptive to what I had to say. Maybe it was because of my presentation, but nonetheless, we have a successfully blended family. Yes, it was hard in the beginning. Yes, it does get tricky at times. However, I'm confident in where I stand, and I had to let it be known that I'm confident in where I stand. This is still not a competition, because we're still two sisters, just trying to make life work, just trying to, provide the best environment for our children. And most of all, I want my husband to feel confident. I don't want my husband to have anxiety, when his daughter's coming over or when I have to have interactions with her mom. So I make sure that I'm also thinking about myself and my husband all at the same time. There is no magic, formula. There is no magic, do this and everything will be great. It's not like that. It's hard as hell. Sometimes you just don't know what to do. Sometimes you do the wrong stuff. Sometimes you say the wrong stuff. Your feelings are going to be hurt. You are going to be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? And by no means am I saying is all of this okay. I'm just letting you know that this is how it goes. And you have to find it in yourself to say, okay, you know what? This is a process, and allow the process to take place. I had a conversation with my husband after the fact, and he was like, well, you were right. I support you 100%. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about keeping the lines of communication open and not being afraid to express your feelings, especially when it comes to your home, when it comes to you personally, and, listen, I feel like as long as you stand your ground and say what it is that you have to say in a respectful way, that you can blend your families successfully. I don't do drama. I don't bring drama. I don't allow drama to be brought to me. I'm going to respect you, and you're definitely going to respect me, and my husband is going to also be respected at the same time. So I hope that this encourages somebody that's blending families or dating somebody with kids, or you have kids and you're wondering how that process goes. Like, it's a process like anything else. It's not magic. You just have to roll with the punches. It's not going to be, perfect. You're going to mess up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to encourage my wives tonight that are dealing with blended families. Don't give up. It gets better. It gets easier. Have a conversation with that mom. Let her know, where you stand. Allow her to express herself, because a lot of time there's underneath all of that is, is hurt and frustration and, just unknown, with everybody. So if you guys have an opportunity to be amicable or to have a conversation, the conversation that I had today, with her, it was just us two. There was no one else involved. So I removed everything that could possibly have been perceived as a threat. Nobody else was in the space. It was just you and me, so sometimes we have to have those confrontational conversations in order to bring about resolution. All right. So happy blending to you guys. I just wanted to drop that little nugget. So if you know anybody that's blending a family, or you hear, of one of your girlfriends talking about, the challenges she's having with blending her family, go ahead and share this video with her. I believe that it will be useful. So I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I just wanted to drop those little nuggets right here. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.